Welcome to the Nerd Party.
I'm Darren Moser,
I'm Philip Gilfus.
I'm Daniel Prue.
and this is City Alpha 3.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to SETI Alpha 3, a Star Trek podcast here on the Nerd Party Network. I am Daniel Prue, and joining me as always are my fellow quarantine-ees, Darren and Philip. Hey, guys, how are you doing? How's life treating you?
Yeah, it's interesting for those of you who are listening to this maybe a year, maybe two later.
Can you remember those glory days?
We're recording this on March 22nd, 2020, and we're all stuck at home, I'm pretty sure. But
Ish.
it's yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, the weekend, but my government job, which is in my mind not essential, but apparently the state of North Carolina disagrees, so I'm back to work tomorrow, but actually took last Friday off. I mean, they don't listen to this podcast. Basically, my boss and I basically had a conspiracy of like, yeah, F this, we're not going in Friday. So I took Friday off as a sick day, I'm hand quoting. Though I tell you what, not to get too much into it, it was kind of a mental health day, to tell you the truth, because
I believe it.
So, I mean, I'm like, ugh, I actually couldn't sleep a little bit. But anyway, that's all to say, so, I mean, obviously we stayed home. Wife has gone to the grocery store and visited her mom from about, sat on the front porch as her mom was, inside the door and did that sort of
Just
distancing.
waved.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond
I
that-
really want a holodeck, Daniel, okay? It needs to get here, like, I expect major advances over the next several months.
Yeah, where's our holographic communicators? Is it on the fritz, or have you disabled that? Do you not have that on your ship, Daniel?
We'll have to see. But yeah, so, you know what? There was plenty of time to watch Picard, so I assume you guys both watched it.
I mean, silver lining, I guess.
I watched Picard. I watched the whole third Doctor episode. I watched Day of the Doctor, which, just as an aside, the Doctor Who community had a global watch of the 50th anniversary Day of the Doctor on
cool.
Saturday. And even the writer, Stephen Moffat, came on Twitter. He's not on Twitter. And so he came on Twitter, was live tweeting with it. And so...
Did you make a Twitter account just to do that?
Yes, exactly.
Aww,
and so
that's a cool thing.
And they're doing the same thing. Of course, I'm going to miss it because of stupid time differences. On Thursday evening, GMT, they're going to have Rose, the first episode of New Who, and Russell T. Davies, who doesn't have a Twitter account, is going to get a Twitter account just so he can... Yeah,
that's awesome.
So there are, I mean, in this obviously a lot of bad things, but there's sort of a lot of creative things that are coming out of this. So.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of creativity, a lot of people doing cool things to like stay connected and stay shared. And I was setting up. My son's turning 4 this Saturday, so we're gonna do a Zoom birthday and have friends and family pop in to say hi while we decorate and do presents and stuff. But my brother-in-law was warning me, hey, Zoom will cut out after 40 minutes with the free version. I'm like, oh no, I've been using Pro Zoom for like the last 5 years. I'm a podcaster. I am ready. I am ready for this.
All podcasters are Zoom hipsters. Like, you haven't heard of Zoom before? Oh, I'm sorry.
Man, Zoom is like its moment to shine right now.
And then just to help you with a segue, Daniel, something I did watch a video of was Sir Patrick, speaking of creativity, posted a Shakespearean sonnet that he read on
I thought
on
that was
Twitter.
cool.
Yeah.
I'll
I
listen to
didn't see
him
that.
say anything.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, but that's nice. We'll talk about him here, I think, because well, maybe a little bit, because he's supposed to be the main character, but we'll get into it. So yeah, guys, this was the penultimate episode of Star Trek Picard. It was called, and here we go. We've gone full Deep Space Nine, Philip. I know you were questioning when
Our
that was
Latin
gonna
episode
happen.
is here.
In Arcadia Ego, Part 1, which rolls just off the tongue, just like Best of Both Worlds. You know, it's
Does
right,
it?
right up? No,
Does it? I like just justice. It's one word. It's really easy to remember.
So where do we start with this episode, guys? Do we want to just go chronological? Is that the best way? I'm not really sure. I guess it's probably the best way to do it.
I
I
mean,
think you kind of have to.
the one thing I was thinking about, and I had examples, but now they've all rolled out of my head. This is, I mean, and I'm not saying this negatively, though this is what it'll sound like. It's not the most original storyline. I mean, like, I'm feeling like I've seen shows before where the protagonists land and there's a group of rebels and then part of the party is closely aligned with those rebels, but then the rebels turn on them. Like, it was like the end of season 2 of Orville, with the robot. Can't remember the character's name.
Oh, Isaac.
Yeah, I mean, that was basically the Isaac storyline.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah,
but
I agree. It wasn't super original. It wasn't terrible.
no. I'm just saying it was very familiar.
It was so funny because we're probably getting way ahead of ourselves
Sorry.
here, but it's
That's
fine.
okay.
It's not that you brought it up.
It's a Latin episode. All rules are suspended.
And I just translated it. It says, "And in Arcadia I am." So what is Arcadia the reference?
What does that
to?
mean?
Who knows? So. I was thinking as I was watching the episode, and I'm like, this is like a B or C tier regular Star Trek episode. When you get to the planet and you're dealing with the androids, and I'm like, has all this buildup been to be like on an average, like a mediocre Star Trek episode?
The build-up's for next week, obviously. But
I'm just saying.
I didn't feel primed. I mean, this is no Best of Both Worlds Part 1. Yeah. I mean,
Anyway,
I'll say that.
Yeah, so we'll get into it, but so we pick up right where we left off from last episode.
I'll say one thing. It felt very much like, oh, and then that happened, like the whole episode. It's like, oh, and then the Borg cube came through the transwarp conduit, and then they had giant flowers that helped them, and then it just that's what the whole episode felt like.
It's very and I know it sounds negative. It's very JJ Trek. I mean, and I just say that this is, and you, Darren, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I once heard JJ Abrams quoted as saying that he works in scenes, not necessarily in story.
I think I have heard that. Yeah.
And so, like, this was like, you can, for better for worse.
I was gonna be like, why am I defending JJ?
Well, I just mean his movie of tour better than I do, but like that. But this was a lot of scenes, not necessarily the overall story. Also, I looked up the title again in dictionary.com. I being death. I too am present is what this is a reference to. So death.
Okay.
Death too am present. So anyway, whatever that means.
Whatever. I guess all of our questions will be answered next week or not, which is more likely.
Right.
But we'll get to it.
NCC 17.
The fleet from Deep Space 12 are arriving, sir. My God, what is that? No, we'll get there. We'll get there. It's next week.
It's the Enterprise.
We can still have it next episode, guys. I'm holding that hope.
We'll see. So we pick right up from the end of the previous episode where they're just bouncing through the Borg transwarp conduit, and they show up.
Which true? Doesn't this mean this is the first one that doesn't start with a flashback?
It's true.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yep. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, every other episode has started with a flashback, but we don't got time for that, Daniel. Onward.
Yeah, you're right. That's right. So we get there, and immediately, Narek.
Flower power.
No. Before even flower power, we get.
Oh yeah, Narek shoots at him.
Narek is there. Does a little bit of fancy flying. That I don't know. We really not much to talk about there. I don't think.
Projects his cloak, and then does the whole fake dodge and shoots, but eventually gets shot down.
He gets shot down, and then we get a brief reprieve for like 3 seconds, and then the flower. No, wait.
The flowers, yeah.
What comes first? The Borg cube come out first?
No, the flowers. The flowers come out first, I believe.
Well, I think we see them. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Basically, we get into a mini space battle, but not really, because there's 10 flowers. Just flowers. Like, there's no...
Bogey flowers.
They're
orchids.
just flowers.
They call them the orchids later.
Whatever.
We call them orchids, too.
I guess what they do is they grab you?
My guess is, they grab them and then, like, guide them down to the planet. I don't know. Are they assisted landing things, or are they actually trying to destroy you? I couldn't tell.
They definitely are trying to hurt them. They're using them to use the atmosphere in order to burn them up, and they're bad at it, clearly, because they
talk about them later, like, we have this many left, like they're an offensive weapon.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no, I think they're just really bad at being offensive weapons because...
No, Daniel, you say that. Given a choice between flower power and the Mars defense perimeter, which one would you take?
Ooh.
So I have a big problem with this. Like, this is... we're even beyond regular Star Trek technology. They should have seen these flowers literally lifting off from the ground. It should have been like an hour-long process for them to get all the way up there. They didn't do anything. They didn't shoot at them. They didn't put shields up. 2 flowers, 3 flowers are enough to take down a whole Borg cube. What is this? There's no way they're going to explain this. They don't care.
I thought it was much. I originally thought it was supposed to be something that like guided them and protected it while it went through the atmosphere. Like something in the atmosphere would have not allowed them to land because they were welcoming Soji back. But I don't know.
Yeah, and also, I don't know what the connection is, if any. If you will remember, the synth's name was what? Something flower?
Oh, beautiful flower.
Beautiful flower. Yeah. So, is there a connection? Is it just... I don't know.
One, you mean the one we don't know,
right?
That we haven't seen?
Well, turns out there's a whole bunch that we don't know that we haven't seen yet, but we'll get there too. So any of this space stuff do anything for you guys? It feels like such a clumsy way to get us onto the planet. I don't know why we did this.
To an extent, seeing the Borg cube in action was cool. Obviously,
for the second,
exactly.
It doesn't do anything. It just gets there and it gets immediately
slammed.
Downed.
And then, when you just walk into a Borg cube, you're just there. It's automatic. There's like a nice little ramp that you can just walk into.
Well,
and anyway.
And I'm glad that they walked into the right quadrant.
Yeah, because those things are small, by the way.
No, they're not, Philip.
If you go to the visitor center and then you just turn right to the Starbucks. So
they're so strong that when they fall from space and land on the ground, nothing really happens. Not only to the Borg cube.
I mean, I'm glad they landed on a flat surface. Can you imagine if it rolled like a giant die?
Oh, man.
Gosh. Oh, man. You did not get a good roll on that Borg cube drop.
Critical fail.
So, whatever. And then we get this, the little bit of... is it Soji? God,
yes, it is.
Alive? Yeah. So Soji says
it's about to get complicated. So yes, Soji.
She remembers her planet's name as soon as she sees it. Mm-hmm. It's really useful information now, Soji. You could have remembered 10 minutes ago or whatever. But so it's Capelius, I think is what she calls it.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. And basically, okay, so they get pulled down by these flowers, and then they decide to make a detour. Because they notice that the artifact is just sitting over there.
Wait. Before we even leave the ship, though, Jurati scans Picard because he passed out.
Oh, I forgot.
And she knows that he is sick with... are we just going to say Ironic Syndrome? Because they don't ever actually say it.
Just say it.
But, I mean, it's got to be it.
Yeah.
When Picard is in the process of passing out, and he tilts his head back with his eyes closed.
Yeah.
And he says, "All are welcome," or thanks.
Thank you for coming, everyone.
Yeah, it was something interesting. I mean, they never. Yes, not
is
addressed.
This suggestive of mind control of some sort?
I thought that. That's what I initially thought.
But then it doesn't, because nobody on the planet is like, "Oh, we mind controlled you and told you."
Yeah,
thank you.
it did kind of sound like someone's taking over me to communicate. Yeah, it did have that vibe.
We've seen enough. It's not his first rodeo.
But even if it's not, because nobody takes credit for it, if Picard is just saying that in some sort of delirious state, what does he mean? Is he just saying thanks for being my crew right now?
Maybe for the ride, like there's the crazy crashing ride.
Oh, but they hadn't crashed yet.
No, that he woke up right after they had crashed.
Yeah,
that's when he says
no. That's when he woke up. But when he goes into his stupor, when his when he says the line, they're still in space. I think I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Oh, and are we going to address the fact that they have seatbelts now?
Oh, that was cool. Nice touch.
No, I mean, the Enterprise E had seatbelts.
Only in the deleted
scene.
Yeah.
It's anyway, but yeah. So they know. All the insert, though, that they know that he has that, and then he comes out and does this whole, I'm a dying man, and it pisses me off if you talk about the fact that I'm dying.
Oh, man.
And fortunately, they crash 5 to 6 kilometers away from the city, the only city on this whole planet. Gosh, thank goodness we aren't on the other continent, but, plot armor.
Maybe the flowers brought them down directly in that spot as they were burning up in the...
A bouquet of landing on it. But I'm glad, they addressed the time long ago of dilemma of every D&D role player. Do you split the party? And they
No,
have a
they
firm,
totally thought of that.
firm policy. We're not splitting the party.
They're like, we should split, and they're like, well, maybe we shouldn't.
They looked at
and
each other's character
Hugh
sheets.
helped me once, so I guess we should go, and we could put that off. I mean, it's not like we're on the clock and the Romulans are coming. Well, we are.
Yeah,
but...
so that was interesting. What do you guys think? I mean, I think it would have been smarter to split the party if you really thought that.
I thought they would.
I thought they would too.
Because if it's like literally go search for survivors in the Borg cube, also go warn the other people that a whole fleet full of people are coming to blow you out of the sky.
Time is of the essence.
Because I figure you could have Picard, Soji. I mean, those are the essential people that need to go to the town, and then you can have the rest of the crew go to the Borg. I mean, we could have Agnes, I guess, go with them, but you can split the party in a logical way.
Yeah.
You could also use technology to communicate with these people. Presumably.
Well, but remember, all their stuff was knocked out.
No, all their stuff. But even
Right.
like their short, like she had a tricorder. They probably could have communicated with that tricorder.
First
It was over
tricorder of
6
the season.
kilometers.
It's
Yeah,
true.
That's right. Yeah. I was
Apparently, it's
surprised.
broken. I don't know.
I was surprised it was not an actual TNG tricorder. They went with a different model.
I don't
That's
look
true.
that
If they were,
closely.
it wasn't. But I mean, yeah. I think especially as she's talking about it being old, I'm like, well, make it a TNG tricorder then. Literally pull one off of any toy.
she's young. Anything old is like 2 years old. I don't, so.
It's like Kess all over again. So let's talk about this very important side quest that it was super important that everybody go on because
it's literally what it is. It's a side quest.
they go to the Borg cube and learn about the fleet, I guess. That's the
Well, they had to learn that
important
Hugh died,
piece
so that
here.
way he could stop referring to
They
him.
learn that Hugh died, that Eleanor is
Seven's
alive.
And Seven's back.
One of the XBs recognizes and gives his one line Locutus again. Probably the same
Is
Borg.
it the same? I was going to ask. Is it
I'm
the same
pretty
one?
sure it is.
So
Although
what
this
is
time,
what is his credit? Is he Locutus Borg guy in the credits?
guy who remembers Locutus's cellmate, XB. I don't know. But
Locutus shout out.
and she has to tell them the reason I'm here, guys, is because when I was one with the cube, I saw you leave, and so thought, hey, let's follow them, I guess. So they're trying to fix stuff, and because she fixes the sensors, and that's where they can see the 218 Romulan warbirds. It's only the first 112 that'll kill you, Daniel. But
right.
Can we talk about the fleet? Now's a good time to talk about
It's a
the
really
fleet.
big fleet.
it's a big fleet.
It's a big fleet of really small ships.
Yep.
Well, the Romulans are known for their small ships, Daniel.
I have so many problems with this on so many levels.
Now,
right?
Daniel, you know what's going to happen, and you're going to freak out, is that in the next episode, those ships will combine to create a mega super Zord warbird.
I mean, obviously they could scan them. It's not like they would cloak or anything, Daniel.
If you told me that we would get an entire Star Trek show focusing on TNG Romulans, and there's not one D-Direct class. They said warbirds. They
Or
said
even a
there's
scimitar
102.
kind of model.
Anyways.
Or
Yeah, you're right. They're all very small.
or even
Because they literally zoom out to show the Romulan lady sitting on the bridge, and it's probably like a
Obviously the lead ship,
and it's
but
like a
it's not that big.
5-person craft, maybe.
Yeah.
It's like
look,
it's
they have defiance on the Romulan Empire too. It's that's how it works.
okay, so you're
That's
this is
true.
even
It's not.
smaller.
Well, that's a good point, though. It's the Zhat Vash fleet. It's not the
that's
Romulan
true.
Empire fleet.
Well, that was my other point. Was
And the fact that, I don't know how much of the Romulan fleet got taken out by the destruction of their homeworld. I'm just saying, I totally agree with you, but there are some caveats, I guess.
so that's my other point. Was first of all, how do they have 200 plus ships?
Yeah.
Because this is the super secret organization within the secret organization, and it's tiny. We've only seen 4 members of it, and if it's the case that nobody but the Zhat Vash have this grudge, then even the Tal Shiar, even the regular Romulans, and if they're like, hey, come to this planet and just blow these people up, somebody's going to ask questions. Somebody's going
Yeah.
to be like, why are we doing this? This doesn't even make any sense. So the whole thing is weird.
Well, see, Daniel, not in the Romulan system because that got blown up, But in this other system, there's this big gas giant planet, and they've hidden this shipbuilding. I don't know if you've heard of this before, where you can just hide a place that builds this big ship. Have you never? No? Okay.
No. So whatever. I guess maybe it's just me, but it bothered me.
Well, yeah, I just can imagine the number of ships threw me off because, like you said, and I didn't think about it, Darren, that it was just the Zhat Vash.
They've started to interchange and use the word Tal Shiar a whole bunch too. Yeah. So I don't even know what it is anymore.
But for a post-apocalyptic's not the right word, but I'll say it. Post-apocalyptic.
Cataclysmic.
Yeah, I like that. Post-cataclysm Romulan society. It's a lot of ships.
It is.
Even if
maybe that's why they're so small.
Sized. Yeah, even if they're all shuttlecraft.
These
they're not using these synths
are a formidable race, right? Yeah, that's true.
Those are all
so we
handmade.
don't see. Okay, we have one episode left, but if this is the case, we are not going to see any actual starships, real starships.
We are, Daniel.
Unless
the squadron is coming from Deep Space 12
with reactivated Reserve Riker at the helm of the lead ship.
I mean, this is going to be
the last
episode.
Point out that he was reserve.
Yeah, that's
right.
I
mean that is a connection.
It's going to. I mean, and again, don't say this about it. It's going to be like the last episode of Discovery when you had the.
It's just when the fleet shows up is when the episode's over.
Yes.
Oh my lord.
And something will happen, and it's the Enterprise. I mean, I'm just saying.
If it does devolve into
CGI
three-way
battle?
space battle again, oh god, I'm gonna be. We'll get there. We'll talk about it because it's probably gonna happen next week. But so they do their side quest. They go talk to Seven. She's very cheery. L. Ron is a little sad, I guess, but we leave him there anyways. So what is the point of his character?
That threw me off so much. It seemed like a waste because in obviously L. Ron, sorry for his name, is a very underwritten character.
Elnor.
Yeah, he's a very underwritten character. I don't think he's not interesting. I think they just haven't used him at all.
He's one character too many, and they don't have time for him.
Yeah, and so just to be like, oh yeah, we touched base. You're with Seven now, and you're spinoff. So we're gonna back over here.
They're gonna get their own show.
Yeah, well, we're not using him. So we still have Daniel. We still have a show to fill. We have this many Star Trek shows and this many Star Trek plots and ideas. We're looking for, just throw something out here.
There's 7 days in a week, and we only have 6 shows coming out. So, So, anyways, obviously the Borg cube is going to play some role in this upcoming confrontation. Seven and Elnor are going to help. Whatever. Okay. Sure.
How many XBs are there supposed to be?
I don't know.
Because they were like 7 last episode. Now I think there's about 20. I mean, I don't know. It seems unclear.
Did they pick up ones from outer
Maybe
space?
just scooped them up. Yeah, that's possible.
Just like, jump.
All right, well, that's just a side question. We just spent a lot of time on it. So let's talk about the main course. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
We get to the settlement.
Oh boy.
Which appears to be
Coppelia Station, or Synthville, as some call it.
I like that.
So we learn. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you take it off. So somebody else can start here. Where do you guys want to talk about? We learned about their synths.
Well, okay, so all the synths look like data synths. Like
not
they
all
all
of them.
have.
Yeah, not all of them.
No. But I mean, like they all have data eyes.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
Really?
Yeah, some.
I
I
swear all of them did.
Well, I think the first ones we meet look semi-regular.
Like they all didn't look flesh human. They all had like a tint to them. At least what I remember.
Some more than others.
It did feel like
they're
there
definitely
were gradations.
They're definitely all twins,
right?
Or triplets or whatever.
It's like Mud's women, or no, excuse me, it's the others. I Mud all over again.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm just thinking about that episode of TOS. I don't know if y'all remember. I Mud, TOS episode where Mud discovers an android planet. They're all twins. I'm just throwing that idea out there, guys. I'm just throwing that idea out there.
I don't remember that. It's funny. So you're saying that Mud is responsible for all this nonsense?
I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just saying it's interesting.
That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
Well, and I'm sorry, I don't mean to hijack, but the one thing that I was trying to think about is with these gradations of synths. I mean, how long was Maddox supposed to be there? Like, so he and soon we'll get to it.
It's been 15 years since the synth ban.
So
I think they've established that. So if he left to go here, because he knew. Like, I'm assuming it felt like it was already set up, right?
I mean, did
Or
he
did
build
he
the
set it
city
up?
too? I mean,
I don't know.
anyway, I'm just saying it seemed like a very big society for him to just build. Because then I don't. Sorry, I'm. Oh, all right. So why? Is he just building to build? He's building the society of synths. I mean, this can be explained. It just isn't. And they're all semi cool with him being murdered. I mean, Soon's a little ticked off, but mostly they're pretty cool with it being murdered. Yeah, it just seemed a little like I don't know. We got a city of synths. What do you want? There they are.
So, but then, guys, out of the crowd
Oh,
comes
boy.
a familiar face.
I saw his name in
Altan.
the credits, and so I assumed there was going to be a Data flashback. I'm like, oh, good Data.
Yeah, so it's Altan Inigo Soong,
No.
who apparently is the biological son of Soon.
Boo.
It is the
That's the dice they rolled.
It's the laziest thing they could have done. It is the easiest, laziest, most boring thing. It's not just that, of course, that there was no mention of his son. That we met Noonien several times.
Adopted
We
son.
met Sunian like twice, maybe,
Yeah.
if that.
Yeah.
I
Not
would've
that
thought-
much.
Listen, and all of the conversations that he had on screen were about family. Every single conversation he had. So maybe
Family's important, like your brother all the time.
I actually I'm not
also
even-
took up the banner. Because, I mean, again, you have to, like, thread a lot of needles for this one. Because not only does he have a biological son, which, okay, I mean, you know, whatever, fine. It's whatever. It's stupid, but whatever. But who, like, was he raised by his dad? Was he raised by the mom, whose, you know, name I
Maybe
forget?
by the mom. Yeah.
But then to be a cyberneticist, because he's not necessarily a cyberneticist, is he? Right? I mean,
He says he does the bodies,
Right.
and Maddox did the minds.
Right. But anyway, so I don't know. It just seems a little too cute by half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm less upset about it than I might have thought. Just because I just like, whatever. This is where we're at.
Or
Whatever.
is he a synth too?
Well, the thing that threw me off, and again, you can stop me if I'm getting too far, is the Gollum introduction. I'm like, okay, guys, we got like 50
boy.
plot lines. You can't throw this one in here.
Okay, should we just hit the Gollum plot
Yeah,
line?
well,
'Cause
we
I
might
thi-
as well.
okay.
It's all
Yeah.
part of the same stuff. So
Yeah.
it's revealed that he's created presumably an empty shell for some sort of mind transfer.
Yeah.
So one character, and we got to put bets on this.
Okay.
One character is going to die or going to get very close to death in the next episode.
I
and
don't know.
is
One
going-
character is dying right now, Daniel.
You think that's their way to wipe Picard of his
syndrome?
You think
Yep.
it's just that's what they're gonna do?
It's a possibility. Okay, so yeah, I like this idea though of like let's figure out who it could be. I'd say it's because it's either Picard because of the aromatic syndrome.
Uh-huh.
It's
Soon, I think.
it's Altan soon because he apparently is getting old, and that actually makes a lot of sense too. Because he kind of downplayed it, like they were talking like he's kind of getting older and might be dying soon too, and he kind of like, oh no, but you know it's still on the table.
You didn't build it for fun.
It could also be a secondary character, like I don't know, maybe Rios, yeah, who's like critically wounded, you know, and it's the only way they're gonna survive. I don't. Who else besides that? Like, so a third, you know, side character that was mortally wounded,
Or-
Picard to cure the syndrome, or Altan to prolong his life, or maybe what's option 4?
Well, option 4 is a character, whether it's Soong or someone else who's disposable, will die, get it's sort of like Frankenstein thing, Frankenstein's monster thing, but Frankenstein broadly, where they'll transfer him or her into the Golem, and then the Golem will get killed. You know, basically, like, oh, screw that.
So they are dead though at that point, because it's not like you can make a copy and your original is still alive. That's usually not the way these work.
Also, and I mean, I get it. We don't have to reference everything that's ever happened in Star Trek, but I don't remember the name of the episode. But
Oh, the one where Kirk and the lady swap.
no, Data's grandfather did the same thing.
Oh,
Transferred
man,
his
you're right.
thoughts into Data. Ira Graves.
that's right.
Am I
I forgot
thinking
about
of
that,
the
yeah.
name correctly? I can't remember.
Ira
Yeah, no, you're right. I don't remember his name. He was a jerk, but
Yeah.
yeah, So, I mean, obviously somebody's being put into the golem. Like, you can't just make the golem
What does it
and be
look like? Is it just random, like blank?
It's kind
It
of
is-
a blank.
yeah.
Yeah. It has
I
like
was
no
thinking-
facial features.
Like lol 1.0?
Yeah.
I was thinking that it was going to be Soji.
Or it could be Soji. That's a good point.
Maybe.
Just because she's like the main character and supposed to be important in all this, like she's going to sacrifice herself, like to stop.
And Picard even talks about her sacrificing herself. Like, what are you talking about, Soji?
Now, here's a right turn. It could be one of the Romulans somehow. Narrate.
Oh, to like, or the sister to like bridge peace.
Well, or even worse, like some sort of self-hating, like don't do it, and they do it.
Oh man,
like okay, this whole, all right.
Well, with Soji, but Soji though, just because there was a scene earlier where she's like talking. This is kind of a theory I have. So Soji's talking about like, you know, sacrifice and stuff like that, and Picard's kind of looking at her sideways.
What are
like,
we talking about?
Yeah,
exactly?
what are you talking about? And then I get the sense that at the end, I know I'm jumping around, but like at the but at the end when she turns quote unquote on Picard and is like, yes, we must arrest him. I didn't buy it.
No one believes it.
I believe she was like, I have to go along with this because I'm just one person, but later, you know, I can make the right choice. That's the vibe I got from her.
I mean, she's due another Picard speech.
It's true.
But in the
Needs of
time
the
I
many,
have remaining,
needs of the...
I will tell you the power of one person to change history, Mr. Spock. I mean, Soji. Anyway.
I want to talk about
so many
the
things.
timeline here.
Timeline, Daniel. This isn't a time to talk about
And
timelines.
why did we just kill off Bruce Maddox and replace him with Soong at this
guess.
point?
We kind of did.
Why not? No one seems that upset about it, honestly.
It's just I don't.
Not even Agnes. She's like, "This is
You would
great.
think Agnes would
I'm
know?
I'm in Utopia. I'm in Android Utopia."
I love how Soon's like, you did a very naughty thing. So anyway, can you pass me the spanner?
So hang on. Agnes knows him. Agnes knows Soong, presumably, and by their conversation, the tone of their conversation, right?
I don't know.
Although she never mentioned him when they're talking about AI before, but
Never, whatever. I'm not, okay. We'll keep moving on. So we get to the planet. We learn that Soong is there. He has also been creating synths and helping, whatever. And they have this society of about 50, maybe.
Sure,
I don't
why not?
know.
Has to be an even
Whatever.
number. Actually, it's an odd
Depends.
number, but anyway.
No, it's actually even again.
Now it is.
Because
now that Soji's back.
oh, I see. If you can cut. Well, now there are 3 synth deaths, right? There was
Once Soji arrived, it was even, and then once that one girl got faced-eyed killed, it was odd again.
okay. She had a fake eye, right?
Oh
She had
God! Don't. I know.
Why did she die? I don't. Why can't you just replace her eyeball? It's fine. It's no
I
big
don't know.
deal. Okay, whatever.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
Because that bird was made of android kryptonite, Daniel.
Not gonna worry about it.
Which makes about as much sense as anything else in this episode.
Okay, so whatever. Okay, so they're holding Narek prisoner, and Golden Soji. What
Yeah,
are we calling her? I
that's
can't
fine.
remember her name.
She has a name, but
Okay.
Golden Soji's fine.
Fine.
Golden
Who's
Soji.
evil? Obviously, because that's
Obviously.
what you
Right.
do. She decides to let him go, kill her own sister, presumably, and then blame her for it. Is
Stepsister.
that what happened?
I think it's Sutra. Sutra's the name.
Oh, that's
of
Right.
a
the
dangerous
sister.
one. Yeah.
So did Narek kill her, or do we think that she just did it? And
Well-
Okay, well, obviously she let him out.
right.
She hates him, but she let him out
Does she?
because it's part of her master plan.
Right. Mistress.
I think her master plan was that she lets him out, she kills her sister, and then it's like, oh, look, they hate us. We have to call the android gods to come wipe everybody out.
Oh, we forgot to talk about that. Yeah. So.
Oh, she's a Vulcan, by the way.
Golden
No, she's
Soji-
trained in the volcanology, which, as you know, you can train
Volcanology.
when you're a synthetic to be telepathic through your hands.
Yes.
But
you
yet,
can
a
train to do
telepath
that.
still can't read your mind. But Yeah, it's neither here nor there.
Whatever.
God. Oh my God.
Again, whatever. I guess we're just going with it.
Well,
So
I do want to just for a pause moment, just because I know we're crapping all over this thing, which is fine. But the actress whose name I don't remember and don't know, the one who plays Soji and who's played all these characters and now who plays evil Soji, she's doing a great job, by the way. I mean, because she's young
She
lady.
is.
She's doing a great job. I just want to give props to her for doing all these characters. So there you go.
And honestly, I forget at times that she doesn't actually have a twin. Like, she's playing all these characters opposite each other really well.
Mm-hmm.
just as a quick aside, I felt like for some reason the makeup was off or something. It felt like it was really splotchy. Did you guys get that at all? Or like it
She's
wasn't
really
color-
golden.
Okay, that's fair. That may be the case.
Well, I think they have to make her really look different than Soji when they're standing in the same room.
Right.
Maybe, but it's like I guess again, it must be a gradation. It's not like specifically data skin. It's like some lesser.
She was
version
an early
of that,
model, I feel like.
closer to flesh colored.
Again, I need to watch it again, but I still feel that every android there had some sort of gradation. Like, they did not have like a flesh tone.
I'm curious though, and again, this doesn't have to make sense. I'm just asking. Are they the only double models?
No, there were. Oh, you mean more than two?
Yes, because
Yeah, that's a good
there's
question.
Satra, whatever her name is, and her sister who got killed by whatever.
Right.
And then
By the captain.
years passed, and Soji and her Daj were then made in the realm of.
But they were made to look
in the
perfectly human.
mold of the prior twins.
Yeah.
So there's really four sets of that. I mean, there's version 1
and two are only alive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. I think you're right. I didn't see any other. I think
everyone
I
had twins.
I can't.
Yeah.
But I can't tell if I didn't see any triplets around there. I don't think
quadruplets.
So, but yeah.
They have to come in pairs, Darren.
Yes.
So
Sorry,
let's talk,
the canon law of Star Trek.
So now I'm curious, did they really, I'm sure the answer is yes. But anyway, so did they really cast twins, or are they really just playing double screen with everyone? I'm sure
I
it's
think
cheaper
for a
to do
lot of
twins.
this stuff, it looked like it was. I'm sure some of it was plugged in there, but a lot of it looked like real people just kind of hanging out. So I'm sure they were just like, any identical twins, come on in. We'll slap a little, piece of whatever on you, and we'll call it good.
Must wear contact lens.
So that's the thing. I just watched a scene, Darren, and there's a whole bunch of people that don't have green eyes. So it's
okay.
There's different levels. There's
Got it. Okay.
yeah. Some of them,
But
I
they're
think
all androids. I mean, we
they
know that.
are all androids. Yeah. So so we need to talk about the biggest twist, other than Brent showing up, I guess, of the story, which again is directly ripped off from Mass Effect. I can't even express
Love it. I love
how
it.
much of this story is being directly ripped off from Mass Effect. I just want everybody to know that if you have not played it, it's a fantastic game series.
There he is. Yes.
Play 1 through 3. You're gonna have a fantastic time.
They're all good.
It's gonna be a lot better than what this is happening right now. So we learn that the admonition, which was what the Romulans learned, that beacon, the Romulans saw it. It was all terror and destruction.
Right. And it kind of was.
Yeah, it was. They actually got the meaning.
Yeah.
It's not a different meaning for the androids.
The end result.
They just understood more of it, is all it is.
Well, it's where you stand depends on where you sit, I believe is the saying. So from the organic point of view, you read it a certain way. From the synthetic point of view, it's half empty, half full.
So we learned that there is an ancient race of synthetic life form that exists somewhere outside of the galaxy
Yeah.
that is just waiting. They're already watching, but yet
They
still
have
need
beacons seeded throughout for
Right.
people, for androids, for synthetic. Only synthetic life could pick up.
right. And the
or
message
translate.
the message is call us on this frequency, and we'll come and wipe everything out in the galaxy.
Yes.
Yep. All non-synthetic life because it's a threat to you.
Right.
Now,
Seems a little extreme, but
and I guess I'm drilling down. So that's what we do, though. So here we go. I'm drilling down. So basically, for these androids, we're going to have to look at their programming. I don't mean the actual programming. That's up to you, Daniel. But I mean, they have. Well, okay. So who programmed them? Maddox, Soon, whoever did it. Again, it's not data. I get it's not a Soon, I know there's a bunch of Soons now, but the Soon android that we
They
know,
are Soon type androids.
yeah, because Data had a what do you call it? Ethical
Ethics?
subroutine.
Yeah.
So these synths do not, apparently, right? I mean, it's the whole Asimovian
They don't seem
construct
to at all.
Right?
Yeah, they don't seem to.
But that's an error. I mean, they're only. I mean, we could talk about sentience and all that, but they can only, be programmed to be certain ways. I mean,
Well, they're only like programmed and synthetic when it's convenient for the plot. It's not. There's no established rules for these creatures that we don't understand how they work, or if like they're still flesh and blood, so they're real people, but then also they're super strong and can hear things from a trillion miles away. So that's not real stuff that they have. There's people, they can remember certain things depending on how they've been programmed sometimes, but sometimes they can't. It's real fuzzy. There's no hard and fast rules. Like, Data couldn't feel emotions until he had an emotion chip. That's a rule. That's something that you set and then you build stories around that. These are people. These are just people that are people until then they need to be robots. Then they're robots and they can punch through the floor. Like, it's so frustrating to watch it because I don't know what the point is. But
yeah, like I think a interesting part, whether it's synthetics, whether it's Vulcans, whatever, that you always introduce a limit. Yeah, they're super strong, but they have sex every 7 years. Just some weird limit that every species has. And so I don't know what limit these synths have, because that's interesting, right? If they have some sort of Achilles heel, or they have some sort of whatever, they can't do this because we can't. But that would be interesting. But yeah, as you say, we don't have that. And I guess I still don't know. And the answer, maybe there isn't one. Like, what's their purpose? Like, I mean, is it just we wanted to build synths and they can, I don't know, they're gonna do what they want to do. We just build a civilization of synths and it's up to them how they build it, or is this like what do they do every day? It just seemed like the synth Justice Planet when we first introduced to them.
they have butterflies,
judging by the clothing, which were also
they have Spot 2.
Everything's synthetic.
It's Spot 2.
It's almost like Zimmerman's holographic lab where everything's holographic and they just built synthetic everythings.
True.
But what do they do? Like, is it supposed to be a sanctuary for synths? Like, we'll build them, but build them as a place where they're safe. But then, are they trying to bring other synthetic life forms to them? I guess I didn't, and maybe it's just the first episode of 2, but I didn't really see what's their purpose other than to live, which is fine. But what was the purpose of Maddox and Soon?
Right, you would think, okay, in like an older Trek episode, we would meet these eccentrics. We'd meet Maddox, we'd meet Soong. They would have this grand vision for what Soong life, what android life should be. They would have a manifest, and they would say that that synthetic life is superior to organic life, and this is why. And then we get to learn something, and we get to kind of deal with that in our head and say, well, what are the weaknesses then? Where's it? But here it's just a jumble. Nothing means anything, so who cares? This golden Soji is just evil because she's evil. I don't know. Is it because she has a flaw in her programming? I don't know. She's just evil, so she wants to take over the whole universe and have everybody kill everything. And because that's just where we are.
Her thought process, in as much as it is, makes sense, but I need more. So in other words, humans, I'm using humans broadly. Humans hate us, so in order to protect ourselves, we will do a preliminary strike, against organics. I mean, I get it. You need to stretch that out a little bit to get there, though. You have to be like, this is what happened to us. You have to pull my sob strings a little bit. What has happened to you? Got to add to the what's happened to synthetic life. I mean, just ban on synthetics. I mean, yeah, but you guys have a civilization, right? That doesn't harm you, right? I mean, what is that doing to y'all? Nothing.
Well, and with the Federation, yes, they banned the creation of new synthetics, but I don't feel like they're gonna go out and wipe them off the map because they find them.
And I feel
that's part of the bigger story element here. That the only reason that there's an entire faction out to destroy these beings is because of the synthetic beings in the first place. Like, it's the fact that this Overlord synthetics sent that message out, and the Romulans saw it. Then
that's true.
It's not like if
it's all the synthetics' fault.
Yeah, if the Star Trek universe existed
Provocation.
and just kept going on, it would have just been synthetics were synthetics. Nobody's trying to hunt them to extinction. Now the only ones trying to hunt them to extinction are the ones that saw this synthetic message. I don't know what the point of what is the story. I don't know what the story is.
I mean, in essence, this is the changeling story line.
Yes.
I mean, this is basically the founders.
Hmm?
You know, I mean, organics have discriminated against us, and now we're going to kill them all, or at least rule over them. You know, it's a fine line. But yeah, I feel like there is stuff here. There is dilemmas here. There are thoughts here, but it just seems raise the stakes, broad brush, and I'm like, okay, it's not really interesting.
Let's say that even if Baby Soong is a quarter of the eccentric genius that Papa Soong was, he's still a synth. He's still a human, and presumably cares about other humans and humankind. And yet, all of a sudden, he's cool to be like, yeah, down with organics. Like, he what is happening here? I don't understand.
There was that odd moment at the end of the episode where evil Soji's like, yes, kill all the organics. Picard, you're under house arrest. And then they look at Agnes. You too, I guess. And she's like, no, I need her. I'm like, what about Soon? Soon's organic. If no one's noticed. By the way,
it kind of breaks down by the time you get around that far around the circle.
She got tired after the second one. I was like, eh. And then my favorite part, guys. My favorite part was like, all right, Picard house arrest. Agnes, you're good with Sin. Well, I guess those are the only organics that are on this planet that we have to worry about, right? No other ones who we just let go and know where they are. Nothing to worry about with the big Borg cube over there. Nope. Well, job's a good one.
They're like weird Luddite synths. Like they don't really use technology, even though they have this. Presumably, there's some sort of synth, like building facility or like synth construction area.
You saw the lab. That's all I got.
Yeah, I don't. It's such a weird place that they went with this story. It just feels like, what are we doing here? I don't know what's happening. So, God, I don't even know where are we going next.
Well, you have the ending. Apparently, that's pretty much it.
So I mean, yeah, we do know. I mean, something's happening with the Golem. The fleet is going to arrive, and there'll be a space battle. Someone's gonna sacrifice, and I hope Riker shows up with the Enterprise E. That's all.
I don't know if it'll be the E, but well, we do have, for poignance sake. I mean, I'm not making fun of it. We have Rafi saying not goodbye, but whatever. I love you to Picard, and he says it back.
Oh yeah.
Now, my wife, Jessica, wondered whether that was romantic. And I didn't take it that way just because, he said I love you to Data, basically, in the previous episode. So I didn't necessarily take it that way. I just, he's, it's more of a whatever. But I don't know. Would you all take that as?
I think that kind of a connection. No, I took it as that kind of a connection. Not a romantic one, but a one of respect and just all they've been through. And it's a platonic love, but like the fact that he said it, because it's so funny. With all that's going on and who knows when we'll see other people. I was on the phone with my grandfather who's 80 plus something years. And at the end, I was like, okay, talk to you later, Grandpa. I love you. And I said it because I'm like, hey, I'm ending every conversation with every person who I love with I love you right now. And he kind of paused for a moment. I could tell it just caught him off guard. Cause I mean, just generationally, that's, yeah. Just a very different thing. So it felt very similar. Generationally for Picard, that just wasn't something Picard, he doesn't share and express his feelings like that, but he doesn't mean he doesn't have them. And then he found it within him to say that.
Yeah. I mean, I paused to answer your question, Philip, I paused for a second and I thought, was that in any way anything more than friendship? And it could be suggestive of that, but I hope not. I hope it's just.
I really doubt, but
more of a platonic kind of thing.
I don't trust them, but
I agree. I hope they don't go down that road. My along those same lines, when Agnes learns of his condition, she starts crying. By the way, I've just realized
She cries at everything.
she
though.
cries
I mean,
in every
I'm
single
telling you, I
episode.
had so much hope for her character, and I'm not throwing her down the toilet yet.
No, yeah.
But she just fell
the
apart
actress
for
is
me.
good on crying on demand and giving her chin the quiver. She's got that nailed. She can do it on command. I'm sure.
It's just why you met him a week ago. Like, it's fine if it's a somber moment, it's a serious moment. You learned about his condition. You don't care. Like, he's not your buddy. He's not your friend yet. We haven't gone through. You murdered somebody he knew. By the way, they're going in a really weird place with her guilt/innocence, and I'm very concerned.
It's true when they go to the planet and she comes out and she's like, "So we're not going to Starbase 12 to
Now,
arrest
guys,
me?"
I introduced this last episode of how they were going to handle this. Was she under Romulan mind control or not? And this is where they're going,
It could be. Here's the thing. She sacrifices herself,
which is fine.
and then she goes into the golem, and it's a different her that
yeah.
can't be held responsible for the actions of the previous
Ah.
actions.
Or cry.
Or should just cry.
When you prick me, do I not leak?
Well, because again, like I said, I don't want to take anyone to take this the wrong way about her. I had a lot of promise for her character in like the first 3 or 4 episodes, but then it just fell apart for me. Because maybe it's transference, her emotions about killing her lover and Picard. I don't know. But we just talked about Picard and Raffi, the love there. So there's 2 other romantic, such as they are, subplots that I want to just talk about real quickly or longly. Very quickly. Rios and Agnes. And now it's very small, I know, but you'll notice that he's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like,
He cares for her.
well, I don't know why. I mean, again, because they just had, if I can be blunt, guilt sex. And I mean, I guess relationships can be built on less. But, I just want Rios to be more than like, we made out, so now I'm in love. I don't know. And then second
In
one.
the 25th century,
guess,
relationships are a little different.
And I've said again, romantic storylines are usually wasted on me, so don't listen to me. But the second one, which they're playing with, and I'll admit, early on, guys, I was defending the Narek and Soji love story, but oh god, I don't know, what are they going to do with this thing? Oh, I hate you, but I love. Yeah, I don't like where it's going. I don't. I feel bad, guy. Something stupid's going to happen next episode with that, isn't it?
Yeah. So Narek,
I want him to sacrifice himself for her and die.
That's fine.
I'm okay with that. Then he's gone.
Also, he's a bit of a, and again, I think he's a waste of a character. And it sounds very negative and mean. There was stuff that they did with him that was interesting, but again, underwritten. You could do more, but he's just sort of like,
they bounce his motivations so hard against the wall that you never know what he's really truly feeling, and that's kind of like his mystique. He's Romulan, but at least with his sister, we know she's just evil and dumb like the whole time. Like, but we don't know. Like, okay, so I don't know. In the preview for next week, he goes, "I'm here to save the universe." Well, what the hell? You were just trying to shoot them down the 5 minutes ago in this episode. How are you trying to save the universe now?
He's
like,
not consistent at all.
No.
It's not. They're trying to play it on the whole, like, conflicted, whatever. But no, he's just not consistent. We haven't seen him consistent enough to see him be conflicted.
Right.
Because if you, and I get it from a very surface level. Sorry, I'm going to say surface level writing. In the 3 episodes or whatever it was when he tries to kill her. Oh, but he's crying about it. I'm like, no. Sorry, that doesn't do it. You're killing her. You can't cry about killing her, and then I'm supposed to feel bad about you. No. You're pretty.
And she's right. She's like, "You tried to kill me." He's like, "But I lived." Just like, no, you. Do you remember the gas?
I know.
Like,
I mean, I get this show doesn't have great record with track record with lovers because Agnes killed Maddox. So Narek killed or tried to kill Soji. So. Basically, if you're a romantic subplot, someone's going to kill each other or try to.
You can't, okay, maybe he is conflicted, but you can't have him switch back and forth on a dime because then the audience does not know which one to root for. He tries to kill her on the Borg cube, she escapes. He tries to kill her after they come through the Borg thing, and they escape. And now what? He's supposed to be sad? No, we're not going to buy that. Of course not. This is insane. There's no underlying interestingness there at all. It's just frustrating. And now, of course, I feel like they're going to turn him good. I really do. I feel like that's what they want.
Is he going to be like the empress of this series?
Maybe he'll kill his sister. I don't know. I don't know why, if we care, even if he did.
Right.
I don't know. Also, might be last episode's issue, but the Zhat Vash, aren't they all female?
Oh, I didn't even think about that until you've said that. It does seem so.
It
pretty
does
sure.
seem so, yeah.
So how does he know? How
Maybe
is he
they're
part of
warrior nuns.
Now, Daniel, maybe it's just and I'm not saying that you are, but maybe it's just sort of like a little, very sexist thing. Like, it just happened to be we see all women. We see all guys. You want to say, like, oh, is it all guys? So maybe it's just, we just happen to see all women in that little meeting.
But that's a good point. He's the only one we see. And has he ever actually said he's Zhat Vash, or is he Tal Shiar? Again, they started to interuse them, and so it got really confusing. I think they should have just kept it the Tal Shiar the whole time.
Yeah, there doesn't need to be a secret.
No.
So.
I'm looking it up because I'm curious. Okay.
Who knows?
All right,
Good
anyways.
question, though. Good question.
So that is in Arcadia Ego Part 1, which, again, you're going to have 2 parts of this? You don't really want to...
No one's going to call it that, by the way.
It's okay. We got the 3-part pilot, and then we got the 2-part finale. It's foolproof, Daniel.
10 episodes, and it feels like we haven't gone anywhere. But I guess we'll see. Do you think... Okay, let's just wrap up here with your thoughts of this episode, and what direction do you think that we're going, and are you excited? Is this like a moment in Best of Both Worlds where you're like, oh my god, I cannot wait 3 months to see what happens here? Where are we headed?
I'll admit that this episode, I don't know if I can really blame it on one episode, but I guess I'm going to. Very disappointing in where we're ending this. I mean, no matter, I don't know, the setup to me is just uninteresting. I mean, it seems very, I don't know, and I guess I'm just being negative, just like with Discovery. Just that we're setting these high stakes that have that's a lot of breadth, but no depth. Like, I don't care. I mean, there are moral and ethical and deep things that could be done with any one of these, but we're not going to do that. So we're just going to give you everything. We're going to give you, Romulan subplots. We're going to give you big space battles. We're going to give you synthetics who have to choose whether to kill the universe or not. And I'm like, but what does that mean? What does any of this mean? And I'm like, okay, it's just an action melodrama. Okay, I mean, didn't think that's what I was getting into.
What do you think, Darren?
Yeah, I think, like I said before, I mean, the ships are going to arrive. Someone's going to sacrifice himself. Someone's going into the golem. The Borg cube's going to do something. Like, we have all the pieces, but as far as what is going to happen, I have no idea. We'll see. I mean, at least we don't have to wait a season till it comes back. But but let's see where it goes. And I feel I've seen some other people comment on this episode, and well, it definitely raised a lot of questions. It wasn't a bad episode, but I feel like we were kind of on a roll with like getting answers and cool stuff was happening and things were moving, and then this was like, wait guys, we got to pump the brakes for a second and do all this setup for our finale. And it's like, okay. Or you could have just made 9 episodes and released a giant 2-hour finale. It's the internet. You could do that.
There are no rules.
There are no rules. So we'll see what we get.
Yeah, I was thinking, God, what? I was thinking so many things. By the way, I wanted to make a big stink about this, but I went back and rewatched it, and I'll give him a little bit of credit. After watching it my first time, I said, you know what? I didn't see 2 moons. I didn't see a blood red sky, and I didn't see lightning storms all over the place.
I did see, when they were seeing the planet on the outside, I did see like lights.
There are 2 moons, yeah, briefly flashed. And if you know, it's like the most subtlest thing. In the background of some of the exterior shots, there's like really far away lightning storms. So again, I don't know how you use that to identify a singular planet inside the Milky Way galaxy.
Only at night.
Yeah, yeah. But I'll give them credit; they at least put it in there. Yeah, there's just this episode is so weird to me. It took such a turn from where we were headed and what I expected they threw the whole Soong thing in there, and now we're on this planet of synths, and now we have to care about these other synths, and the end of the universe is still coming, I guess. I don't know. I'm worried.
I mean, I get what Soji is saying when she's like, it's not up to you, Picard, to save us. Like, we're tired of our fate being in everyone else's hands but our own. But it's also like, I don't know. That's why I think she's going to do some sort of sacrifice. But
and there was a moment, and I'm not saying this was bad. I feel like I'd say that's happening, but where Picard is like, "I will be your voice," and then you sort of get that slap in his face of like, "Oh yeah, like you did with the Romulans." And A, that hurt, and it's unnecessary. B,
but it's true.
No, I know, yeah, and which again, I feel like that needs to be explored more. Like it is, but like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like because that's obviously a large theme of this whole series, or at least this season. But what do you do with that in one episode? The next one, how does Picard redeem these themes of? Again, I say it's not his fault. He didn't fail the Romulans, but that's neither here nor there. That he failed the Romulans, and that he turned his back. And so, like, this should be right. Called Star Trek Picard, right? I mean, this should all come to a crescendo next episode, right? And I don't feel like it's going to.
Before the show premiered, and when they were talking about developing the show, they said that it was going to be a slower, contemplative show. And here we are on the eve of the next episode, and it feels like it's just going to end in the same exact... If they literally copied and pasted the Discovery Season 2 ending scenes in this next episode, and I hope to be wrong, but I would
or
bet
Season 1.
that we wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
I see, with the synths or with the AI.
Yeah, it's just, we'll see. I hope to be wrong. I hope that it is Picard lecturing people, and that is the end of the series. But we'll see. We'll see where we go.
I think the other potential way to go, I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying this would be the tropish way to do this, is you leave some sort of ending for JL. Not that he dies, but that he disappears. That something happens where he's gone. Because
Picard's shuttle is leaving. We have to leave now or we're not going to find it.
Right, because it's always... Because I'm just thinking about, like, other shows. I'm trying to think of ones you've actually watched. So, like, I'm thinking, like, Torchwood, where at the end, Captain Jack disappears in Season 2. And then, like, Season 3, it's the big him coming back. But I'm just thinking of shows where at the end of the series, the main character dies is probably not a good, but disappears somehow. He's gone. He's not coming back. But then the next episode is the other characters having to deal with the fallout, and then of course he comes back at the end of the episode or something. But I feel like that may be another direction.
Two things, Philip. First off, we already know Picard Season 2 is a thing.
Right.
Sir Patrick went on The View to ask Whoopi Goldberg back in person, so we know that's a thing that's going to happen.
Is he going to the Nexus?
He might. We don't know. Second thing I wanted to mention, because you mentioned Who, and so there's a lot of weird elements introduced in this episode, the Golem being one of them, of course, Soong. Lots of things that are like, why did we save this for episode 9? This is interesting stuff that maybe could have been fleshed out and built up. One of the things that just is like so weird and throwaway is one of the other androids, I can't remember their names, but the one that gets stabbed in the eye. She hands Rafi a machine and says it just fixes things.
It fixes stuff.
How?
And I'm like, is this a sonic screwdriver? What is this? This is obviously going to be important, but it's so weird.
Is it going to fix the whole Borg cube?
Yeah, I don't know. It's so strange.
And the Borg cube is going to go...
It doesn't fix physical things. It fixes the emotional scarring we all carry inside ourselves.
That's right. But it fixes the Borg cube, and there's this badass Borg cube fighting the Romulans, and which is will be cool. I'm not going to say it's not going to be cool, but that's what's going to...
Yeah, I hope.
It's even imagination powered.
I know.
Use your imagination. Guys. That's what she
Is this like the Mr. Rogers tool?
What is happening? Yeah, we'll see. We'll see where this all goes. But
it's not like Green Lantern, right? She doesn't have to just think of something.
I will say that in Arcadia Ego Part 2 does have a lot to answer for. So we will we'll see where we go in just a couple of days. Darren, that's it. we're almost done with season 1 of Picard. If people
are.
wanted to get your thoughts on that, how would they find you?
They can find me on Twitter, Twitch, or Instagram under username Dr. Sci-Fi, DRSCIFI.
And Philip, if people wanted to talk to you about a sonic screwdriver in Star Trek, how would they find you?
They can find me at NC Public Servant on Twitter. And please, if you enjoyed this episode, if you have questions, just tweet us and let us know. Because we may have been negative, but doesn't mean we're negative about your comments. We're more than happy to share them and hear them. And it's stuff that you saw and enjoyed that maybe we didn't see or enjoy.
And if people wanted to get a hold of me, they can find me on Twitter at OneUpDan. That's the number 1, not the word. And I would love to talk to a physicist about what something as large as a Borg cube hitting a planet would actually do to the surrounding area. I feel like it'd be pretty massive, pretty big deal. So they can find us there. Next week, we'll be talking about the season finale. And until then, I am Daniel Prue.
I'm Philip Gilfus.
And I'm Darren Moser.
Stranded here on SETI Alpha 3.
Release the flowers!
Charge!